Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of Gentlemen's Club Whiskey. I'm your host, Mr. Mark Antimate, the Pontiff of Japanese whiskey and your Tokyo Godfather here. Today is an anniversary, my personal anniversary. I'm celebrating 20 years in Japan today. I've been here for my whole adult life since the age of 20. Now I'm 40 years of age, and today, July 31st, 2023, marks the date that I landed as a serviceman with the United States Air Force to Yokota Air Base right here in Tokyo, Japan. I've been out of the Air Force for a long time now, since 2006, so you guys do the math. I do the math. That's probably about 17 years ago that I got out, and once I got out while the getting was good, I ended up staying inside of Japan. Went through a lot of ups and downs. I'm still here. Lord willing, he has blessed me in great ways. So, without getting too into a tangent, we are going to do a review over this one today. This is the Ballantine's Blended Scotch Whisky, age 21 years. Now, I have my EP67 that I could have drank on this occasion. And I have, what is the next closest thing? I have the green, the Johnny Walker green label, but that's only 15 years, and then I have this as the 21 years. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that's 20 years of age in stock in my apartment at the moment. This is the closest thing, so we might as well just round up or round down, whichever way you're looking at it, and I'm going to drink this one on this special occasion. And in fact, my boss from Hawaii had bought this one for me as a gift for my birthday, for my 40th birthday, but I'm just now getting around to drinking it now. This is like 6 months later. So let's go ahead and let's crack this seal, in which that's already kind of cracked. You know what? Before we even get into that, there's the back of the box there. Let me just show that off to that camera real quick. Not that you guys are going to be able to read that little small fine text, but I'm going to go ahead and read that out to you guys. This is small even for me. This one says, since 1827, Ballantine's has been dedicated to crafting distinguished whiskeys of the highest quality, the secrets of which have been passed down through 5 generations of master blenders. This 21-year-old whiskey contains many remarkable malt and grain whiskeys, including 3 of the signature Speyside single malts that give Ballantine's its unique character. Milton Duff is the foundation, bringing warmth and power. Glenbergie forms the heart, delivering a rich honeyed sweetness, while Glen Totchers imparts a long and luscious finish. Ballantine's 21-year-old is a distinguished blend that exudes aromatic flavors of rich licorice spice, hints of heather and smoke combined with citrus, apples, and a honey sweetness that gives way to a long, mellow finish, a whiskey for the true connoisseur. All right, since 1827, this is a 700 milliliter size bottle, and this one comes in at 40% alcohol by volume. There is something I want to check on the internet real quick. Now, I don't know how much my friend paid for this, but I'm getting ready to find out right now. So inside of Japan, this one costs roughly, it says 13,000 Japanese yen. Let me make sure that this is the same one. Yep, 13,000 Japanese yen. So let me go ahead and ask Google here. How much is 13,000 Japanese yen in USD? So this one is about 91 or 92 US dollars. Importing to Japan is quite cheap. So I'm not sure if this is necessarily going to be the same price inside the United States as it is inside of Japan. It just comes out to about that much. And with the US dollar being so strong compared to the Japanese yen, this is not a fair world, and this might not be the price for you. But inside of Japan, about $92 or 100 and 23,000 Japanese yen. So let's go ahead and open this. There's nothing down inside the box there. If I can show that to you, it's just quite empty inside of there. It is a nice box for what it is. On the front, it says Ballantine's blended Scotch whiskey, perfectly balanced and refined over 2 decades of maturation for intensified depth of flavor. Blended and bottled in Scotland, George Ballantine and Son, Dumbarton. All right. Let's go ahead and move that box over to the side. And let's crack this golden seal here. And this one does look like cork. And it is. Have our first little pour. There's a nice lip or mouth to this bottle. Not too much. That's a very small cork there if you guys take a look. Usually they're a lot longer than that. That's like a baby size. It looks like it's going to go inside of a baby's mouth. All right. Got a little bit on my hands there. I know it's only 40%, but just to open this up, well, you know what? Before we even use that pipette and put a little bit of water on there, let's just try to smell it as it is. So first of all, swirl it around. Blow off those fumes, let it aerate just a little bit. This one has a nice vanillic and caramel aroma to it. And a little bit of an apple smell. That's a nice fruity smell. All right. That's a ripe apple if I could say so. So let's just get a thumbful of that. Just drop that in there. And that is enough. Help this aerate some more. Smooth it out. Aroma hasn't changed much. Let's go ahead and have our first taste there. It has a licorice candy type taste to it. It was smooth on the tongue because it's such a fresh pour. A little bit spicy on the finish, but not too much there. Nice 21-year-old gold color to it. Not too dark. It looks about the right color for its age. I must say that this is an exceptional whiskey when it is on your tongue. As long as you keep it inside of your mouth, that is a quite unique flavor that's very distinguished from other whiskeys blended or single malt that I've tried. It's a very special taste. But the moment you swallow it, I mean, it's still good on the finish, but that is the high when it is on the palate, and it doesn't quite reach that again as you let it go down, or even inside the aftertaste. Speaking of the aftertaste, it's quite light and mellow. Those fruits that I said were inside of there before is what you could taste on the finish. That's very complex and indescribable. But man, that is one of the best tasting whiskeys that I've drank since I've started this channel and since I started conducting my whiskey reviews from any region inside the world. This is just something that's unique. For this price, I would definitely say that it is worth as much. For 21 years of age, for something of this quality, that is insanely cheap. I know it might not sound like that to the average person, because to say that you have to pay $90 for a whiskey, like what? $90? This should be something that's like 30, 40, 50 bucks, but you're paying for how long that has been aged, which is a long time. The Angels share, they had gotten so much out of this bottle based on how long that has been inside the barrel and how much has evaporated. So you got to think that you're paying for that. You got to pay for the time that has been inside of storage, taking up space inside of their warehouse. There's a lot that you're paying for. But what you're paying, I think 90 bucks is really, really, really cheap, man. I just can't reiterate that enough. You are really getting your money's worth here. By comparison, it's my 20th anniversary of being in Japan. It is the 100th anniversary since the Yamazaki distillery had went up right here inside of Japan, and now they're selling 100th anniversary bottles or bottlings of Yamazaki and Suntory whiskeys, right? They got the no age statement. They're selling a 12 years old 100th anniversary label and an 18-year-old Mizunara 100th anniversary label. Now for that 100th anniversary 18-year-old bottling of Yamazaki, I think that one costs somewhere between $1,500 to $2,000 just for that bottle, just for that thing being 18 years old and what you're paying for it. So I would say that that's kind of highly criminal how much that they're charging for that. But Suntory is only charging as much as the market is willing to pay. There's a lot of crazy people out inside the United States. There's a lot of crazy people inside of China. And these are the people that are willing to pay these high prices for this whiskey. Suntory know that they can fetch $1,500 up to $2,000 for this whiskey. So that's how much that they're charging for it, because they can get it. So why not charge that much when you could get it? But in my eyes, that is highway robbery. You're paying 90 bucks for this, and this is 3 years older than that. Albeit it is a blended Scotch whiskey, but it is 3 years older than that. And let's see real quick. Let's just do a quick search. We're gonna do the 12 years. This thing is popping up. 12 years a slave. All right, that's not what I was looking for. Suntory 100th anniversary. Let's see how much this is for the 12 years. Yamazaki. All right, for that, you're going to pay, it looks like around 30,000 Japanese yen. And let me do this one more time. 30,000 Japanese, dang it, messed up, too slow. 30,000 Japanese yen in USD. All right, so that's about $210. You see what I'm saying? 210 USD for a 12-year-old Yamazaki, when you could pay half that price for this 21-year-old Ballantines, in my opinion, which I think tastes so much better than that Yamazaki 12. Not to put down the Yamazaki 12, it's my least favorite out of all the Yamazakis. That means the no age statement and the age statement versions. You're getting a lot more flavor here and a lot more bang for your buck. So I would definitely say that this is the better buy. If you guys can find this for the price that I stated near you, I just recommend going ahead and getting it. Now, after letting this aerate for about a good 5 minutes and doing all my talking on camera and going off on these tangents about prices and things, this has mellowed out on the aroma even more. All those ethanol smells and burns had come off. Now it's just purely a very vanillic and caramel, nice aroma to it. This is beautiful as it is. I always say letting a whiskey sit for about 5 minutes that's the good point right there. Not too much more than that, because then you're going to start losing stuff, because then you're aerating it too much. But the perfect aeration, in my eyes, is about 5 minutes. Inside of the glass, out of the bottle. Absolutely beautiful. Candied apples, ripe apple. Man, what such a taste. Goes down nice and easy. This is a go. This is definitely gonna be on my to buy list again once I make it down to the bottom of the bottle. But seeing as I just opened it, I got a lot more to enjoy for a lot longer to come. Anyways, that has been my review over the Ballantine's blended Scotch whiskey. I know it's not Japanese, but it is what I opened to celebrate my 20 years inside of Japan. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Salute to you wherever you may be out inside the world. If you guys are drinking, make sure that you drink responsibly. And as always, gentlemen, you guys know what to do. Keep it classy. I'm out.